I get it. Not everybody deserves the cheddar. This is true. Not everyone deserves the cake, and there's only so much money to go around. So you can't give everyone the huge, massive contract. You can't give everyone that 200,000, 500,000, 800,000 for some special side chicks as well. You can't always give them that amount of money. So I get that. I fully get and understand that. There are specific players you have to take care of. Okay? There are specific players you have to take care of, because there are specific guys who are very important players within your team, and people in your team, they understand who those important players are. Sometimes it could be star players, superstar players you need to be taken care of. Other times it's characters, it's leaders, it's people who are very strong in the dressing room. It's people that really bring guys together. Because see, FSG shouldn't just keep hold of Henderson because he's a fan favorite. No, money is money. So you kind of say, if let's say a player is asking for like 3 billion a week and he's a fan favorite, FSG, no, I guess we want to keep the fans happy and so forth, but we're not giving this guy this crazy amounts of money because he's a fan favorite. So put that to one side. I mean, that is an element. If a player likes to be the fans, you should really look at that player. But that's just one element. The important element is he's the captain and he's important to the team. Now, you could argue that Liverpool's best players are Van Dijk and Salah. So you could say Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, Becker, so forth. That these are their best players. But probably one of their most important players. See, there's a difference between an important player and the best player. Because an important player is not what a guy does physically, what he does via the tangibles, but also what he brings in with the intangibles as well. Salah, it's all tangibles. He's just an amazing goal scorer. Van Dijk, you'd say that it's mainly tangibles really in terms of how good is the defending, Becker keeping. But Henderson, it's his leadership, his influence on other guys, and really keeping guys mentally, psychologically aware and so forth. So the very fact that this is a guy who led your team to a CL victory, led your team to a Premier League victory as well, and played an important integral role as a leader in that, you should take care of him. Now, I don't know the particulars of how much he's asking for and everything, because newspapers can always lie. So, because I never read upon what the newspapers say or what the media says. All the truth is between Henderson's party and Liverpool's party. But what I'm saying is, you have the money. FSG, you have the money. And I'm like, take care of it. This isn't Timo Werner that's asking for a higher wage packet. This isn't Neong asking for a higher wage packet. This isn't Karius asking for a higher, like those are guys who you should just Siberia, like you just chill out into Siberia. This is one of your most important players. This is one of your most important players. And because I was seeing reports of PSG and Madrid and these guys are interested, it would be insane to allow him to go, because you see, maybe from FSG's point of view, see, here's the thing, from FSG's point of view, they're like, oh, this isn't Salah, this isn't Van Dijk, because they look at things in the tangible. These are businessmen, so they look at Salah, oh, highest goal scorer, boom. Van Dijk, one of the most highly rated defenders. Becker, one of the most highly rated goalkeepers. So they're like, oh yeah, whatever. But they're like, Henderson, okay, cool, but you know, you're not as good as Salah. You're not as good as Van Dijk. You're not as good as Becker. But that's when you need a footballing advisor to say, no. You need to look beyond the numbers. You need to look beyond the face, because football is far more complex than, hey, highest goal scorer, highest rated defender, highest rated goalkeeper. No, intangibles are very clear. Keep on banging on about the stats. One of the most important aspects of football is the psychological, mental aspects of football. That is a very, very key part. That is a very, very key aspect. So, just saying that my advice to Homeboy and Liverpool's parties is pay the man. You have the money. Pay the man. Because there are certain it's not just about keeping the best players. You want to keep your best players. They're keeping the best players, then there's particular guys. Because I liken this to back in the day, Ambrosini for AC Milan. Ambrosini was not a very good player. He wasn't a very good player. But he just represented an important element to Milan's score, similar to Gattuso. Not the greatest player technically, but represented an important aspect to the core. And you need to have specific guys that fulfill specific roles in your team. You can't just have guys full of just, oh, these are all flair players. They are guys that's all fall under particular labels. Like Justin and Henderson for Liverpool, and how they operate Henderson mixed in with all of your other star players is very important, man. So FSG, pay the man. Like the vid, subscribe. Daily news, baby. Football crack, what up, baby?